151. Let's now head to Baku, Azerbaijan, where the COP29 has been taking place. And the protests have been taking place outside the COP29 venue over a climate financing and fossil energy stalemate. Take a look. Big disappointment of proponents of clean energy and indigenous communities now leaving the brunt of climate change. This comes in the wake of revelations that more oil lobbyists have been allowed to attend the ongoing summit in Baku, Azerbaijan, compared to proponents of clean energy.
I am at COP to represent the interests of my people, the indigenous communities. As you know, as indigenous communities, we are people who live closer to nature, we live closer to the environment, and our life depends on the environment. Our well-being depends on the well-being of the environment.
I feel like there's a lot of the conversations that we need to be in, particularly when people are talking about, for Australia, for instance, 60% of mining happens very close proximity to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities or Aboriginal communities. So that means, like, when we're talking about, fossil fuels, it impacts our communities, but also our communities are incredibly climate vulnerable.
According to a report by the Kick Big Polluters Out lobby group, at least 1,770 pro-fossil energy activists are in Baku, probably to push their agenda.
We are seeing unfold right before our very eyes a false solution scope.
That money is not public funding, so this is why we say carbon markets are not climate finance, because that money is not getting into the realities of the people. It's just being traded between the companies, and there's a lot of actors in between. It's not just one company, it's a lot in a chain.
The number dwarfs that of delegates from 10 most vulnerable countries, which collectively now stand at 1,033. Some of the companies that have sent large delegations to Baku include ExxonMobil and Chevron. They are blamed for benefiting from oil exploration that is known for damaging ecosystems and indigenous communities' lifestyles and traditions. Countries that have been hesitant to support transition from fossil fuels to alternative clean energy options, including China, India and the US, have also sent huge delegations.
There will be two key issues, but this is the process. So now we have to move forward and work with what we have, the MBSAPs, start implementing.
There is some really great momentum behind indigenous movements, and it's long overdue. And the world really needs to get behind what it is that, indigenous people are the climate regulators of this world, the caretakers. And so they really should be setting the benchmarks for everything.
The very same indigenous communities that have now taken their fight to the doorsteps of COP29. Protests have been mounting as a critical agreement on climate financing and compensation falters.